Some people love to say an apple a day will keep the doctor away, but apparently at 2K, it is a controversy a day will keep the shareholders away, because apparently any sort of publicity is good publicity, even if it's controversy. So for all of you that are currently out of the loop, right now we have two big issues that are pretty much the main source of discussion. One, they lied. And two, MyFaction mode is apparently broken. And when I say broken, I'm talking about WWE 2K20 levels. Timestamps will be in the description, just like always, but let's go ahead and jump into it. The first thing I want to discuss is they lied. And so what I'm talking about, what I'm referring to is, shout out to Jobber Games. Jobber Games is the first person who I saw. This is what, brought it to my attention. He said, wait, no ringside pass, and then he tagged Cornell. And he had a screenshot from way back in February, and he pretty much asked Cornell, will we be able to earn all of the Persona cards through ringside pass, or will there be MyFaction exclusives too? And Cornell responded to his tweet at the time, and he said, yep, they'll be available in the ringside pass. If we come back to the present, that's a damn lie, because 2K has announced they're going to drop a CM Punk 2026 Persona card. He's got the varsity jacket and whatnot, whatever. And then so Jobber came back and he's like, wait, no ringside pass? To his credit, Cornell did respond. This was earlier, I think this was around 11 a.m. or so. But he said basically, ringside pass has exclusive personas, MyFaction has exclusive personas, and you can already imagine what the comments were saying. One guy pretty much said that, he should start reading before he replies. And he brought up the good point of, in his initial tweet, he implied that all personas would be earnable in the ringside pass. And even specifically the question when Jobber asked him, it was specified of all of them. And now he says after the fact, you say they will have exclusives. And then somebody else said, it's just gonna be those stupid toys, isn't it? People are also just upset about the actual CM Punk 2026 persona by the way it looks. A lot of people are in the comments pointing out that 2K, they didn't really bother to do too much detail on it. Like Punk, he doesn't have any of the gray in his beard, and so a lot of car creators are responding to it with their own attempts at it. Shout out to Rue. Rue is one of the best attire makers in the game. He posted his own attempt at it, and his version, I gotta say, it looks a lot better. His Punk actually has the gray in his beard, whatnot or whatever. And normally, this isn't something I would really care too much about. But, again, man, this is a game that is $70 base. And then it's upwards to $150. So as much as you're trying to milk us dry out of our money, you could at least update the models instead of just slapping on a half-assed attire. Is that a controversial take? I don't know. But then again, people are also responding to this tweet, and the replies are absolutely hilarious. I was about to say hilarious. The replies are absolutely hilarious, because if you look at it, people posted our devs are out of touch meme. Everybody is just pretty much hammering it. They are on 2K's ass. People are genuinely just outraged about this game, and so I gotta admit, the memes are pretty funny. I don't see nothing wrong with that. The only thing I really see something problematic is how, remember 2K dev Brian, if you're harassing a dev, I think that's where it kind of gets to being a little bit too much. But if you're just hitting the account, the actual 2K account with memes and stuff, I don't really see any issue with it. I think that's pretty much harmless fun. But you know what's not harmless? Imagine you spent your hard-earned money on a game just for you to load up a match, and it's just turned into nothing but a T-pose simulator. Because shout out to Status. Status was playing MyFaction. It ain't funny. It's not funny. He was playing MyFaction. He was doing the Gauntlet Eliminator live event, and his game just absolutely broke. I'm gonna include a screenshot of the clip, but you gotta go to his Twitter account. It's insane. Everybody is blobbed up in the ring. You got guys doing T-poses. It was just so much going on. It's like, it almost reminded me of Cyberpunk Day 1, WWE 2K20. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then it even got to the point that other people are posting what they were going through in this same Eliminator Gauntlet match. One guy, his screen was just lighting up like a damn atomic bomb test. And it's just like, what is going on? Seriously, like I don't care for my faction, but there's obviously a community for it. If you are already ripping these guys out trying to get them to spend as much money as possible, you could at least ensure that the mode that they are trying to play is actually functionable. And so I went into it, I tried to play it, the gauntlet eliminator. I only played one match because, let's face it, this my team mode, my faction mode, it sucks. So I only played one match. And in my match, I didn't get any glitches or whatnot, so I don't know if I was just somehow lucky. I don't know if 2K did a hot fix in the hours since, but I didn't really get anything crazy. Keep in mind, I played it at like 10 a.m. I think Status's original tweet was from maybe 10 p.m. the night before, or like somewhere late in the middle of the night. So they could have done a quick fix, I'm not sure. But the fact that it was able to even be there in the first place, what the hell is going on? It's just honestly been one hell of a road so far. And keep in mind, we are only in the first month of this game, and just so much has happened. You know, as soon as it launched, the game had issues with people signing in early access. Of course, you know, Universe Mode has its issues. Tables are still broken, which is just absolutely stupid. I played a match. I think I want to say Viking go against Dragon Lee. Put him through a table, and it's like the collision, it didn't work. So we kind of were stuck in mid-air for like a brief second or two. People are online talking about it. It's just so much in the game. Patch 1.07 cannot come soon enough. I honestly thought it was going to drop today, but it didn't. Maybe we'll see it tomorrow. Then again, most likely not. Give or take, probably maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Either way, we still need this patch as soon as possible. I understand this is something they have to take their time on, and this is something we need them to take their time on, but in the meantime, for us, it's frustrating. I know a lot of others more so than me. Mainly my issues with the game, for what I've experienced, I just don't like the stamina bar of doom. I don't like this ringside pass, and I have a couple of smaller minor glitches I've been experiencing. But from what I'm seeing and what I've been told, there's a lot of people who have a hell of a lot worse experience with this game than me. A lot of people are frustrated, rightly so. I honestly think it goes without me even saying it. 2K needs to hurry up and do something. 2K needs to react, because if not, you're just going to lose a lot of the people, a lot of the players, a lot of the creators. And if you do that, especially if you lose the creators, a lot of more other people are going to stop playing the game. Because, like, for example, say all of the card creators, all of the arena makers, because the arenas, I've heard, are still broken. I've seen that both in my comments and on Twitter. If you lose these people, then you're going to start to lose the player base, because honestly, what's even the point of playing this game? Because realistically, it's going to get boring at a certain point. The only thing that keeps it fresh, it isn't these dumbass live service updates or all of these paid persona cards. It's the creators. It's the guys who make the AEW cards. It's the guys who make the TNA cards. The guys who make the WCW, the ECW cards. Because remember, this game has a Monday Night War and an Attitude Era edition. But then so many of the talent don't even actually have Attitude Era versions of themselves. We don't have an Attitude Era version of Trish Stratus, Lita. So if you lose these people who keep your game alive, you're going to lose the community. Which in itself, one of the biggest issues this year was when they separated community creations. We know why they did it. Like I mentioned in one of my videos, it's because they don't want you to be able to have the mods and stuff, the modded cars that PC can make. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't really see an issue with that, except for if people are uploading DLC models. I don't see an issue unless somebody somehow make a car that is a cheat code. Then what's the issue? You're just separating the community for no reason. I'm just a random guy rambling, yapping at the end of the day. So I mean, it is what it is. But let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section below. Have you played the MyFaction Eliminator Gauntlet? Have any of you seen any of this? Because the T-poses of Doom, we gotta draw a line somewhere. We gotta draw a line. But if this is your first time stopping by the channel, go ahead and stretch out, get that leg ready, because I need you to super kick that like button, hit it with a sweet chin music, hit it with a super kick of death, hit it with a super kick party. But then hold on, that's not all. I need you to grab that subscribe button. I want you to turn it sideways, and I want you to pick it up and take it straight through a table. But beware, be careful now. The tables are broken. So the subscribe button might not go through it. We don't know. We gotta wait for the new patch to come out before we figure that out. But that's all, man. Take it easy. Your boy signing out.